Hi, this is David Davis, and this demo is on how to log firewall packet denials, and this is from my VMware vSphere Troubleshooting training course. And that is to log firewall packet denials. And this is really a very valuable skill when it comes to troubleshooting ESX Service Console network issues. There might be a ESX firewall rule that's preventing some application from working over the network. What you could do is log the packet denials and then go to the log and find out, let's say, the IP addresses and the port numbers of the traffic that's being denied, and then go edit your firewall rule to get that Service Console agent or application working. The steps to do this is to first run ESXconfig firewall -v for verbose, which enables verbose level output, which actually debugs the firewall and then sends the packets that are denied to the standard logging output. The -l will reload the firewall configuration at that time. Then what we need to do is to modify our logging to go from info level logging to debug level logging. To do this, we edit syslog.conf and change the info line to debug, then we'll restart the syslog service. Finally, we can use the tail command to tail the varlog messages file. Or if you're using a syslog server, you would go, of course, to the syslog server, and you'd find the firewall packet denials there. So at this point, let me go over to my SSH client connected to my ESX host, and let's give this a try. Here in our ESX Server Service Console, to log all firewall packet denials, the first thing I want to do is ESX CFG-firewall space -v for verbose and -l to reload the configuration. And it is a warning because this isn't something you want to do all the time. This is something you would turn on temporarily and then disable later. So now these are being sent to the standard system messages destination via Syslog. But Syslog also needs to be told to actually log these packets because they're at the debug level. So to modify Syslog, we're going to do a VI on the syslog.conf file that's over in etc. I'll go down here to the first line that actually isn't commented out, and using VI, I'll use an X to delete those, and then I'll press I and type in the word debug. I'll press escape there, do a colon, and then WQ to write and quit. Now, you can also use nano to edit that file if you feel more comfortable with nano instead of vi. The next thing we need to do is to restart the syslog service. I'll do a service space syslog space, and then I'll just go ahead and stop it. And then I'll do an up arrow here and I'll restart it. Same thing as doing a restart. Now let's go ahead and clear the screen. And the next thing we want to do is to tail the syslog file. I'll do a -f to specify the file name to tail it in real time. It's in var log messages. This is where syslog by default is sending our system messages. Of course, if you had configured a syslog server, then these messages would be over on your syslog host. I'll press enter there, and immediately we can see these packets are being denied and they're being sent to this messages file. Now over on another computer, I'm going to do a telnet, or attempt to telnet, I should say, to this ESX host. Very quickly, you saw a different packet right there. Let me press Control-C, and if we scroll up, take a look at this packet. This is actually the denial. So it came from source IP address 10.0.1.110. That's my laptop. It went to destination 10.0.1.13. That's this ESX host. Protocol was TCP. Source port was 61938, which really isn't important, but the destination port is 23, which we know is telnet. Telnet, of course, is denied by default to an ESX service console, so that's why this packet was denied. I can tell you my telnet on the other system wasn't successful. The other interesting thing we can see in this log is the service console firewall is denying packets on multiple vSwift interfaces. Here we can see vSwift 0, and then here we can see vSwift 1. So packets are being denied on both interfaces. And we may want to use this log to not only troubleshoot a rule, but also to see who might be attacking our ESX server, or perhaps what system out there is misconfigured and is maybe sending out broadcast packets, like you see this destination IP address here of all 255. Or who knows, maybe there's even a malicious attacker out there on our network that's doing port scans. Either way, it's a very powerful troubleshooting tool, so it's a great skill to know how to log firewall packet denials on your ESX server.
Thanks for watching. For more information regarding our training, please visit www.trainsignal.com.